Hi, this is Highbridge Caravans Devon branch, and today we are doing some walking around videos on some of our new and pre-loved bits of stock. And this particular one is a 2010 on a 10 plate Autocruise Starburst. Now this one came in just before we shut for Christmas, and then of course we've opened and been shut down again, so we've not had a chance to clean it. So you will notice it needs a clean on the outside because it's been stood around a little bit, this one, but it's in lovely condition, and it's a lovely van. Autocruise, they're not a brand name that's in use anymore, but they were a company which ran for many years in Mexborough in Yorkshire before being swallowed up into the Swift group, and the Autocruise factory is still in production, and it is where all these Swift van conversions are built today. But this one was built back in 2010 when Swift still let Autocruise build coach builds, and they built very innovative, very high quality vans designed by a chap called John Coburn and Gordon Bentley, who had been around an awful long time in the industry. And this model came out initially in 2005, where it won a lot of awards, Caravan Club Design and Drive Award for best coach built in its class, and they are very well thought of. Now this is one of the last. I think they built them up to 2011. At that stage, Swift sort of realised that they owned another company which arguably were actually building better motorhomes than Swift were themselves, and then they switched them just over to van conversion production. So this is a really good quality van. So it's an Autocruise Starburst. It's a 2-berth low profile, luxury, very spacious but amazingly short. But it doesn't feel it. It's really compact, but you'd never know. As it's a 10 plate. She's an end washroom, 2-berth. 2 seat belts, 3.5 tons. You can drive it on your normal car licence. Pete, my elderly salesman, as you'd have seen in other videos, he likes to get the window sheets wrong. These are normally based on Peugeots. This one is based on a Fiat Ducato, as this was spec'd up from new. It's a special order with an automatic gearbox. At the time, you had to order those on a Fiat, which is based in the same van as a Peugeot, and they came with a 3 litre, not a 2.2, 160 horsepower with a 6-speed automatic gearbox, which is super desirable. She's a turbo diesel, done 44,000 miles. So that's an average of only 4,000 miles a year, and she's only 6.35 metres long, which when you see what this van offers you as we go inside, it's amazing. 2.3 wide, normal width, and 2.7. It's based on the height, based on the ultra low profile Alco chassis, which I'll have a talk about in a moment. Price is a very reasonable $31,995, and this is a van we've sold before, so we know it's a good one. We've sold it before, and we've been lucky enough to be able to buy it back in again. So she's a 10 plate, based on the Fiat Ducato. You had to have the 3 litre engine to get the automatic gearbox at the time, so it pulls like a train. Economy wise, you're going to be similar, in fairness, to the 2.2, because it's just not doing any work at all, this engine. It's very under stress, so economy I would expect to be very good. And this is a very low van. It's built on the ultra low Alco chassis. So what that means is from here back, the chassis is a strong but light galvanised chassis, which could be any length. So you've got a minimal rear overhang for fantastic stability, wider back axle compared to the front as well, and it's got torsion bar rear suspension like a car, unlike most motorhomes which have leaf springs. So you've got much improved handling and stability. So really nice van to look at, really nice van to drive. They changed the body shell in 2010 to this more modern looking shape, so it's quite a desirable van, only built like this for a couple of years. So let's have a look at it. She's all in great condition. Got some white mirror guards over the top of the mirrors to protect it. So this is an end washroom with a twin sofa front lounge, and they've given you access to underneath one of the twin sofas here for storage. You've got mains hookup and a leisure battery. Leisure battery lives underneath the sofa. We can fit an additional one if you want, but it's got one, which is fine. Very big double glazed sliding side window, so you can have that open when you're driving to keep your doggy cool or whoever. Nice double lock-in centrally, I'm not sure if it is centrally locked, but certainly double lock-in habitation door with a big opening window in it, awning light, and we've got the Thule Omni-Store awning fitted. Fridge vents here, gas locker there, standard British van, so it will take twin 6 kilo bottles. It's a bigger locker than the door would have you suggest. Coming around to the back of the van, all in very good condition. There's no scrapes or sort of dints or anything like that on it. It just needs a wash off. We've got a reversing camera, high level brake light to the rear. And then coming around, these are very good for towing as well, by the way, because it's an Alco chassis. The chassis comes all the way to the back of the van, so if you do want to tow something, a tow bar is really good. Looking down the driver's side, we've got the Thepacosette toilet locker. we've got a kitchen window and another very big lounge window. They always do big lounge or big windows to Autocruise. She's lost a wheel trim, so we'll of course be replacing that before it goes out, as well as giving it a full MOT, engine service, habitation service, and our own in-house best in the industry 12-month warranty. This is the Truma vent for the gases from your heating and hot water, which runs off mains electric or gas if you're not hooked up. That's another storage compartment underneath the other sofa, and your freshwater fill up point. You've got about a 90-litre freshwater tank there. So looking at the cab, automatics are rare, very, very desirable, very rare. Don't see them very often, in fairness to it, so they're very, very popular. Looking at the cab specs, so we've got that 3-litre automatic gearbox. We've got air conditioning, cruise control. We've got a Parrot Bluetooth hands-free kit for your phones. We don't check that, but we'll leave it on. If it works, it works. Your reversing camera mounted on the mirror. And also down here we've got a readout for not just rear but front parking sensors. You've got front and rear parking sensors on this one, and a Faction Category 1 alarm system. So you've got the awning, you've got the TV aerial on the roof, reversing camera and front sensors, and I think rear sensors as well. So it's got all the nice stuff you could want already on it. There's nothing much to add to this. So let's have a look on the inside. Outside wise, only marks on it are these very minor sort of discoloration of the graphic there and here, which is nothing really for a van of the age. She's in very, very good condition. Inside, very, very clean and tidy as well, in fairness to it. Got the original loose fit carpets down, and we come into the van, and we come straight into the middle of the van, and we can see a lovely, very big, very spacious front lounge. This makes into a huge double bed simply by pulling these together, or we've got single beds here. This one's 6 foot plus, that one probably about 5'10", something like that, so that's big enough for most people to use as single beds. Very light with the lovely side windows. We got these two-tone real nice quality cabinets, which are very deep for storage. And over the cab, I love this. We've got the Hecky roof light there, nice lighting, and then we've got an over cab storage locker, very practical. A lot of people these days, they have panoramic front skylights, you lose all your storage, so this is very practical. Put all your bedding up there. You've got a cab windscreen blind, which will come across to darken the cab, and then you probably can't see up there, but there's side stick-on silver screens for darkening and insulating the side windows. Twin swivel cab seats, upholstery all in very, very nice condition, in fairness to it. Being just a 2-berth, these Autocruises, and a very expensive one from new at that, they tend to get looked after, and this one has been, in fairness to it. It's really nice. It's rare in automatic, guys. Rare van, full stop, but a real good quality thing. And all this space in only 6.35 metres is really very, very impressive, in fairness to it. On the side windows, you've got curtains, and you've got these concertina blinds and fly screens, which I like because they don't rattle around as much as some of the cheaper ones when you're driving. We've got a bin on the inside of the door, and then we've got this lovely kitchen unit here. Big kitchen, big L shape. You've got a big oven with a separate grill and a 3-burner gas hob, 1 mains electric on top. Being a British fan, this is the archetypal luxury British 2-berth, really. The Europeans don't do anything like this, and there's a lot to be said for them, in fairness to it. They're really nice vans. You've got a high-level microwave, massive storage in the kitchen as well, and this whole unit, as we can see there, will come out for more workspace. You can store in it, and then you've got more storage shelves behind there as well, which is really neat. Nice deep sink with a glass top on it, and 2 high-level storage cupboards above that. Plenty of plug sockets to be found. Across from there, we've got a TV cupboard here with a closing door if you don't want your TV to be on display. And being a bit of a traditional van, you've got a faux sort of lined drinks cabinet up there, room for your glasses and such like. All very, very nice. Speaking of those who like a drink, as we sometimes do in this country, you've got room for 4 bottles of your chosen poison there. You've got a freestanding table to put in the lounge to support you when you've drank your 4 bottles of your chosen poison. And you've got a handy main socket's been added there as well for maybe a hairdryer or something like that. Fridge, colour coordinated, full width freezer. That's a 3-way run, runs on gas when you're not hooked up, electric when you are, and the engine when you're driving. Wardrobe is above there. It's a very good size wardrobe. If you're not trying to fit seat belts or fixed beds in, you gain in a 6.35 metre van something that's got more space than some 9 metre twin axle Continentals. And as if that isn't enough, you come to the rear and you've got an absolutely gorgeous bathroom. So we've got a big separate shower one side, separate cassette toilet the other side. You've got a really big storage cupboard there, with room for all of your shower gels and your shampoos and such like. And to make this work in this size of van, what they've done is they've put the basin in the shower, which is fine in fairness to it. It's all in good condition. I put some non-slip stuff down there on it, your shower hose up there and a skylight above, as well as an opening rear window so you can sit on your throne and look at the view, much like the Queen does, I'm sure, at Buckingham Palace. So this is a van set for a king or queen. It's an Autocruise Starburst. It's a 2010 automatic, very, very desirable, lovely condition. This will clean up absolutely peachy well. It's at Highbridge Motorhomes Devon branch. Of course, we are in lockdown, as we always are at the moment. We are available. Just inquire through the website or give us a ring at Highbridge Motorhomes. Ask for the Devon branch and we will give you a ring, or put in an internet inquiry and we'll come back to you. All of our vans are available for a reservation with a small holding deposit during lockdown for those who seriously think the van is for them and want us to keep hold of it until we reopen. So Autocruise Starburst, 31995 in automatic guys at Highbridge Motorhomes Devon branch. Thank you very much. Goodbye.